What is up, everybody? Monkeypuzzle here, and I am on our Primitive Unlimited server playing Primitive Plus on the center. And I've got a quick little, not quite even a tutorial today, but just a little tip on how to build with lumber ceilings in Primitive Plus, because like a lot of things in Primitive Plus, they are bugged at the moment. And I'll show you examples of that. A lot of people seem to be having problems with it. Come on, land bird. And it can be very discouraging. They may patch it tomorrow for all I know. They have been patching stuff, but here's what lumber ceilings look like when they're all aligned. They're very attractive, and it's a nice new building material. It's actually way less primitive than the lumber ceilings that come with the vanilla. But you can see over here some of my server mates struggling because by default they don't place correctly. There's these little offsets that happen, and they can be really frustrating and hard to work with. I'll give you one more example. Over here is Alexis made a egg farm, kibble farm over here, and you can see this one's not too bad, but you can see how these keep going up like that. And then up here, she had real problems with it. So when I was building that thing up there, I ran into the problem, and it took me about an hour to figure out how to not do it. So I'm going to share that with you right now. So let's go ahead and throw a nice lumber ceiling on right here. Now you see the texture of it, it's built of these smaller pieces of wood that are going from left to right here. So if I take another piece and I put it to either this side or this side, you see that that problem happens with them being on slightly different levels, and that problem is going to continue and get worse and worse. However, if I go ahead and put one on here, oops, that's the wrong piece. Hold on. Try that again. If I take a lumber ceiling this time and put it here, you can see that it lines up just fine. So that's the first thing we learn, is that when you go against the grain, basically, that's when that problem happens. But when you go with the way that the wood within it is going, that problem doesn't happen. See, I'll show you here again. So the solution is pretty simple. Let's take these off and these off. And what I did is I just used these regular old wood ceilings like I accidentally put on a second ago, because the vanilla ones don't have those same snap problems. So if I put one more over here and then I use that to start a new row over here, that should fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Now you still have to pay attention to where it's snapping, because it sometimes will give you different points. Sometimes it'll give you that little off point, and sometimes it won't. But there, I think that's okay. Maybe not. No, it's not. All right, let's try that again. And sometimes it'll look like it's going to place right. Now there I can see it's placing incorrectly. There it's lined up just right. So that's what we want. Yep. So now if we continue down this line, it should be okay. Well, see, it's going to continue to give me the two choices there. And I want to choose the one that's flush. So I can still mess it up at this point, but at least there is the possibility of getting it right. So I've run out of foundation space. I'd have to do another pillar, but you guys get the point. Get up top here. You guys can see better. Come on, bird. That it is possible to build with these ceilings without them being all set at different heights. And just to recap, it has to do with building out in this direction. It's the same direction as the wood, watching your snap points as you go, and then using vanilla pieces like these wood ceilings in order to bridge over to the next row that you're starting. And then of course afterwards you can go ahead and demolish these. And I've got, oh, he's hanging on by a toe. Anyway, this is Monkeypuzzle. I'm back on Primitive Plus, showing you how to get around that bug with the lumber ceiling. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.